the mastermind. Let's see how they're going to scam the cover for their crimes. Crimes they're having people commit, listening to what I'm saying right now, legally monitoring my phone. And lying about that too. I'm waving my hand. There's 2 for intimidation. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Are you Kiana?
I am.
Did you call?
I did.
You still need assistance?
I do. I need to do a report.
How can we help you?
So what's your name?
Send us?
Jason. Okay, and your badge number?
12022.
And your name?
Fernandez.
And your badge number?
11890.
Okay. I have been getting targeted for a while. So in multiple different jurisdictions, people have came in and interrupted me using the bathroom, security, and numerous other parties. In fact, it happened here. I get so heavily stalked and oppressed so extremely that people won't let me use the bathroom. And that's predatory, abusive behavior for someone to keep you from using public bathrooms. So in another location that I had, another jurisdiction, I'm so heavily violated by such a powerful person that someone came and locked me out of my own balcony. I have it recorded. And they were not on the lease agreement and my door was locked. So someone let someone come in and I have it recorded. I can show it to you. This was, I'm forced into homelessness. This was in Dallas, but I'm trying to do a report.
Oh, that was in Dallas?
Yes.
Why didn't you report it then?
Because law enforcement aids and abets my abuse and covers for crimes and oppresses me. And I've made numerous other reports in Dallas that they would never investigate. But I'm doing one here. I'm just giving you a history of my experiences and the level of power that's repeatedly abused. So they locked me out on my balcony, okay? And then, but how are you going to get a connection if I don't give you the pass?
You told me they locked you out of they took you out of your...
Yeah, I'm giving you the connection. Okay. So you can get that connection for what's happening here.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so then in Dallas, they also came and removed me from bathrooms and violated my rights. And in Victoria, I lived there, had a lease agreement and key, and someone came in and stole my ID with a key.
Is that in Dallas?
That's in Victoria, Texas. Okay, here, okay, some pathological lies has gotten me banned from places. Here, I went into, I'm forced into homelessness. I went into a mission. They said, get out, and I didn't know them. That happened numerous times in Dallas and several other locations as well. I had experienced housing discrimination, malicious housing discrimination on purpose. So someone removed me from a bathroom here in numerous different locations, including law enforcement.
Same person.
I don't know why law enforcement came. I didn't know that they were legally monitoring me they threatened my arrest to get out of a bathroom.
Okay, do you think maybe the employees of that establishment called?
No, that's what the law enforcement is trying to use as an alibi. They're making people take the fall for their crimes. And then in another location, law enforcement blames security. So it's law enforcement breaking the law and having civilians take the fall because it was law enforcement before I started recording interaction with law enforcement. Law enforcement would come on their own. Now they're having civilians take the fall for their crimes. But regardless of whether the establishment did it, you don't have a right to take bribes and keep me from using the bathroom. That's psychotic. Even if the business did it and it wasn't, but law enforcement did it, not the business. And it's repeatedly law enforcement. So the bathroom here, I can't use it here. And then they took all the porta potties away. I'm trying to show a connection of so much power is being abused to keep me from just simply using the bathroom.
You can't use the restroom?
No, they won't open them properly when I'm here. And people have gotten me out of other bathrooms. Now, if my abuse is so extreme where law enforcement is coming to remove me from bathrooms, that's a petty. So you can imagine how it is if it's serious.
What makes you think those aren't open right now?
Because I already checked and they weren't open unless someone's hid and did it.
They look like they're open now. I can see the green from here. Yeah, I can see the green.
Okay, well, the fact still remains is that they weren't until I called law enforcement.
Okay, yeah, but they're not open 24/7, man. They have hours.
You're not taking the report that
you know that they're not open.
Then you won't take the report that my abuse that someone still came and interrupted me from using the bathroom here at another location. Law enforcement.
Well, when the aquarium opens, that's when they open the restroom. They don't stay open all night.
I'm not really being heard. Security and multiple different other parties here too have removed me from using the bathroom, and I'm trying to show a connection. And each time law enforcement comes out, they're always covering for crimes. I think that law enforcement is having people commit them, therefore depriving me of all my reports.
So our problem at hand right now You wanted to use the restroom?
No. The problem at hand right now is crimes are being committed that are so extreme that keeps me from using the bathroom.
Okay, what crime is?
And law enforcement repeatedly is there covering for crimes. I wanted to do a report that I am abused so vigorously and to such an extreme that law enforcement has came and security to keep me from using the bathroom. That's what my report is. And then bathrooms are shut down like the 15 missing porta potties. That is what I'm trying to do a report of, and I don't want you tampering with evidence, and I'd like you to do that report and then investigate to see if my, if there's actually evidence of what I'm speaking of instead of denying the report.
Okay. Well, what you're telling me right now, people ask you to leave from the restrooms. They're not letting you use the restrooms, and you listen. Those are private property.
No, you're tampering with evidence. That's illegal. That's not what I'm reporting to you. Okay. I'm reporting to you that my abuser is so psychotic and using powerful people to keep me from using the public bathrooms. That's what I'm reporting, and you're tampering with evidence and changing it because I think you're behind it. So you're using intimidation to enforce crimes again?
Keep talking, or I'm going to keep.
So you're trying to intimidate? Isn't that illegal for you to intimidate me to cover up for crimes? You're trying to strategize to cover. You're trying to railroad my report that I'm making to you with intimidation. Because I think that you're behind it. You're trying to railroad my report with intimidation and being. I thought that was illegal. Your behavior.
We're going to document what you just told us. We're going to put it down on our computer. We're going to document it. It's going to provide us a call number. We're going to provide that call number. That call number is going to.
They never did call me back for the salads that were stolen.
That call number is going to be attached to today's date. Everything you told me today regarding the bathrooms that you're being prevented from using and the porta potties that are disappearing, it's going to have notes on that, okay? With that call number, it's going to have all that information that you provided us.
Okay. Thank you, because I don't all these bullying police that could always repeatedly conceal crimes and oppress me, I thought was criminal in itself. You don't get to go around in the good world and go for enforce crimes and then blame and punish the person that's reporting your crimes. Repeatedly over and over.
Where do you stay at right now?
I don't have a place to stay. I'm blackballed from housing.
How long ago did you get here from Dallas?
Are you going to provide me from housing, or is this just small talk?
I can give you information.
I'm not. My phone's hacked. And you guys want to investigate that either. I talked to con artists. My phone is hacked. I talk to all people they do is deny and oppress.
What does that have to do with giving you information for like a woman's shelter?
I can't call it. I'm not really being heard. That's what you guys have been doing for 10 years, covering for the con artists I call, including coming to my providers, threatening my arrest. I upload it to YouTube to enforce that I still speak to scammers, which are federal charges. Why don't you guys do your responsibility and place me in a safe environment in a domestic violence crisis with someone powerful? Why don't you guys keep passing the buck and not place me? Yeah, that's the point. I thought this was illegal, malicious housing discrimination, and refusing to place me in a safe environment when you know I can't obtain it on my own. I thought this is another crime. I think that you guys are the reason why I went into the shelter and they said get out and I didn't know them, and numerous other locations did it. I don't think that anybody called law enforcement. I think law enforcement was hacking my phone or probably have illegal cameras like the email says, and you saw I was changing clothes in the bathroom and came and threatened my arrest. Because you're being controlled by someone psychotic, and you're psychotic for letting it happen. You can't take reports of crimes you're having people commit.
Yana, this is the call number right here, today's date. My name, my badge number.
Okay, these call numbers go straight in the trash. They're Academy Award winners. Because multiple different times I was arrested for trying to get my reports.
Everything okay? We good?
I don't know. I'll see if I can use the bathroom. You claim it's so open. You guys will not abide by laws and get me off these streets, will you? Let's see if all they do is lie. Let's see if they're open now. I won't even pause it so you can see real time. So you can see that in Malice, they just came over here. It dried up now and just pressure washed this from nowhere. It's still locked. I knew all they do is lie. They're behind why I can't use the bathroom. The class scam was they opened at 7:30. Then it changed to 8. Then they said it was a window, 7:30 to 8. Then the time now, it is 9. So it's still each time it gets later and later. Then he said it opens when the aquarium opens, and it's still not open. So that's evidence of who's behind this. It were repeatedly the suspects. It's law enforcement. So now they're about to break into my phone. That's why they go to my providers and try to threaten my arrest for reporting that they're breaking into my phone. I don't know how long it'll take for this to upload. Are you opening the bathroom, sir? Okay, thank you.